هم كان في جميت يعني؟
هي كنا شغاله بالسياره.
Expert on the elimination of the leader of ISIS al-Baghdadi, burying for the 101st time. Semyon Baghdasarov critical of the news from the Pentagon. The Pentagon announced the liquidation in the Syrian province of Idlib, which is not under the control of the army of Bashar al-Assad, the leader of the terrorist organization, IG, banned in the Russian Federation, 48-year-old Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. MK asked an expert to comment on this news. The death of the leader of the IG, on the eve of a hint on Twitter the US President Donald Trump. Then the Pentagon revealed some details. Like, the operation lasted several days, several helicopters took part in it, the leader of the IG and two of his wives blew themselves up with mortars belts during the assault. After that there was a salvo in cover, from which nothing remained. Here is how MK director of the Center for the Study of the Middle East and Central Asia, Semyon Baghdasarov, commented to MK. The death of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi has been reported 101st time. Both our and the Americans spoke about its destruction earlier. Eliminated it now, or not, this is a difficult question. According to the expert, one thing is clear that the news of the liquidation of the leader of the IG did not accidentally appear right now, after a not very worthy flight of the US military contingent from areas that previously controlled the Kurdish self-defense detachment. Perhaps this was stated in the context of events in the north of Syria, said Semyon Baghdasarov. Americans now really need and want to emphasize their importance. It is possible, therefore, that such a coincidence occurs in time events in the north of Syria and a statement on the liquidation of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. At least I am critical of the message about its liquidation. Ibrahim Avvad Ibrahim Ali al-Badrii, aka Abu Dua and Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, was proclaimed the caliph of the IG in 2011. The US State Department announced that it would pay $10 million for information about its location. In addition, US President Donald Trump announced on his Twitter a few hours ago that something very important had happened, without specifying what he had in mind. The White House also announced the important announcement of the American leader, but also did not explain what was being said. The announcement will be made on Sunday at 9 o'clock US time on the east coast of the USA, 16 o'clock Moscow time. US forensic experts are working to verify information on the elimination of the leader of the IG. About this, as Interfax reports with reference to the American media. Note that the Russian military claimed that they had killed the leader of the Islamic State 2 years ago. However, in April of this year, the leader of ISIS appeared in the video and urged the terrorists to continue the fight. 8 years ago, the US State Department announced that it would pay $10 million for information that would help arrest or kill al-Baghdadi. As RIA Novosti recalls, al-Baghdadi, Ibrahim al-Samari, was born in Iraq in 1971. While studying at Baghdad University, he was called the Iraqi Messi for his excellent possession of the ball. Fellow students spoke of him as a modest and uncommunicative person who, at the same time, was distinguished by religiosity. Believing that Baghdadi and a diligent student of al-Samari was the same person was impossible, admitted those who knew him at the time. The number one terrorist political outlook began to take shape after the US invasion of Iraq in 2003. Then he joined the ranks of the army of Saddam Hussein. A year later, he was captured by the Americans, but Al-Qaeda helped him out. As a result, al-Baghdadi declared himself a member of this terrorist group. However, with the withdrawal of American troops in the early 10s, the socio-economic situation in the country continued to deteriorate. Against this background, al-Baghdadi created a parallel terrorist organization in Iraq, the Islamic State *. In 2014, IG militants invaded Iraq and Syria, capturing vast territories there.